Hi, friends. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, guys. How are you doing? Svava Brooks here. Good to be with you. Hey, Tina. I see you here on Periscope. And hey, here, YouTube. Hey, Rob. How are you doing, my friend? If you're here live, please say hello. Please introduce yourself. We'd love to say hello. Let us know where you're from. And if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for taking the time to visit, to check this out. I'm abuse survivor coach, and I love to support my fellow survivor thrivers on the journey as we work our way through my book, Releasing Your Authentic Self, one day, one page at a time. So, and a quick shout out and to our Periscope viewers. I'm sorry that I'm not running the chat on Periscope today. Too many moving parts. Hey, Sue. So I am live streaming from YouTube and moderating the chat from there. If you'd like to join us, please come on over. All right, Rob. Or feel free to sit back, right, and enjoy the ride. So what are we talking about today? It's Monday. How are you guys doing? How was the weekend? What's new and good? Let's start there. Hey, Donna. Hey, friend. It was a lovely weekend here for me. The sun actually came out a little bit, even though it's been very gloomy the last few days. And yeah, so I was busy running errands this weekend, just hanging out with the family. It seemed like it went by like that. So, hey, Wanda. Hey, friend. Good to see you. Thank you for checking in with me earlier and letting me know that the page hadn't showed up. So Facebook is not very user-friendly sometimes. So we think it's up and it's not there. So I always appreciate it when you guys let me know if by lunchtime it hasn't showed up yet. So let's see. Hey, Robbie, you survived. No intoxicants. Okay, so you're feeling healthy. Hey, Chrisanne, weekend improved all as it went along. Good, good. Donna is at the gym. All right, thumbs up for Donna. Good work, my friend. Awesome. Yes, I did. I did have a chill weekend. And if you follow me on Facebook, you saw that I was going through some old photos. I'm still on my house cleaning kick since I watched the Netflix series on cleaning, right? And so this weekend I was going through some photos, and my son, my 15-year-old, needed a childhood photo of him. So going back and seeing some baby photos of my still baby but big son, I was telling him I had to go up on my tippy toes to give him a hug. He's getting much taller than me. So got some quality time with my kids this weekend. My husband is traveling. So hey, Erica, good to see you, friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Wasn't that sweet? Yes, he is a cutie. Always was a cutie. And I still call him this. He was my spirited child. You can just see that huge energy on him. He came out like that, like I'm taking on the world. So I've often said, thank you for not having him be my first child, but my third. So I had calmed down a bit because there was no controlling that kid. So he used to be, when we would go to the playground when he was a baby, he wouldn't be just climbing on the play structure. He'd be on top of the play structure or on top of the tree or on top of the swing set. And all of the other parents are frantic. Where's your mother? Where's your mother? He needs to come down from there. And I'd be like, well, I used to worry, but this is what he does. And since he got himself up there, I'm pretty sure he can come down. So I'm actually going to teach him that. So I trust you, kid. You get up there, you'll find your way down. If you need help, I'm over here, right? Actually, I was having a little conversation with my mother about that, right? It's like, it's so important that we show our kids. Didn't we, want to know by how we were treated by the adults that we were actually trusted, that they trusted us, that they trusted us to handle ourselves? Yes, we're going to make mistakes and fall on our heads every now and then. But when we're this little, the fall isn't too bad, right? When you're taller, it's a little bigger fall, but thank you, Wanda. I think he looks a bit like me, and I think he looks a bit like his dad too. So it's hard to know, but we clearly are both his parents. So hey, Minnie. Hey, Minnie. Yeah. I love that. Minnie says, I never fall too far. You are sweet. You are so sweet. So sweet. Sue. Well, Sue, I have to tell you, you actually, and you do, Minnie too, you guys don't look short. So I don't know what you're talking about. And then I know Wanda said when she met me, I was much smaller than she thought I was going to be. So we can't judge by pictures or videos, right? So, all right, my friends, are we ready to do our work today? Dig deep, dig deep. Wait till you stand with me. The magic of digital, right? Exactly. So, yeah, exactly. I was looking a little tired this afternoon, so I went and put a little extra makeup on here on my eyes. But I know you guys love me, and I don't have to put on any makeup for you guys, but it's for me. It's for me. I look tall on the screen. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's, video makes you look taller, bigger, right? So you guys are funny. You are a funny bunch. A lot shorter. You guys are funny. So here we are, guys, day 14. Right? We're ready? If you don't know how to be authentic yet, right? That's what we're doing here, releasing your authentic self, right? We need to look around ourselves for role models. I don't know about you, but I was constantly like, how do I do this human thing? Because as a little girl, I stood in my house seeing a little bit of the madness that was going on, right? And I'm like, if that's what growing up is, or if that's what adulting is, I'm not sure if I want any part of it, right? So I was desperately looking for role models that felt authentic and safe, and that I felt like, I like how they're doing that. I'm going to explore that. So, but here's the thing, right? You kind of know it in your gut when someone is living out of their truth, right? I don't know about you, but you can usually feel it. You sense it in here or in your gut, right? Giving you exactly who they are. They're unashamed and unafraid to be themselves. Find that person and let their honesty inspire you. Slowly, your authentic self will see someone else bravely facing the world, and your courage will build to do the same. And I see that in our group, my friends. I saw your comments, and I was really, really moved by your words, right? That I inspire you guys, right? That's why I'm doing this. This is it, right? So, but the world needs more of us. The world needs more people, right? To be courageous, to be their authentic self, right? To honor their truth. So these people show us how to live our purpose, right? Find our passion, because that's exactly what we are here to do and should be doing. And your passion and your purpose doesn't have to be, a really big stage that you're speaking on, or, you know what I mean, that you write books or you have lots of followers. Your authentic self is, what moves you, what moves your heart, what gives you energy, what gives you passion and joy, right? And so we need to seek, right? It's actually part of what I teach. I train facilitators for Darkness to Light, right? I educate adults on how to go and teach child sexual abuse prevention in the community. I've been doing that for 15 years. And my favorite part about this day-long training, where I am giving people all the tools they need about child sexual abuse, the facts and figures and the steps and everything that they need to do to then go teach this in their community. But my favorite part of the training is when I have them assess, basically do what we're doing. It's like, who are you and who do you want to be as a leader? Because when it comes to speaking about, what we're doing here is courageous work, right? So when you're going out to the world and speaking the truth, standing on your 2 feet, right? And just, okay, I'm going to talk about something that nobody else wants to talk about. And we do that here by talking about our healing, talking about our hurt, talking about how we were hurt. Excuse me, my friends. I remind them it's not about what you say when you go out there. It's all about what you know yourself to be, what you believe about yourself in your heart of hearts. Yes, you are, Michelle. Yes, you are, Minnie. Sometimes we don't see ourselves there yet, but in any rate, right? So you tap into, right, where are you looking to stand and to support and to make a change in the world? Silent leader, there you go. Well, and that's what I was about to say. Maybe this wasn't a good example, but I tell these people that I'm training to go out and be speakers on child sexual abuse prevention is that the most important part is that they know who they are. Because when you know who you are here, you can handle almost anything that comes at you. You know how to answer what happens out here when you stand in your values and your strength and your beliefs, and you're coming from the heart and from the mission and goal of doing good. Respect what's being shared and honored the conversation. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Because what I've also seen, and the people that I look up to, there's some humility there, right? They don't have big egos, right? They're here to serve, but they're also about being real. So I hope that makes sense. But for you, it's just about, what inspires you to be a good person, right? And you get to decide what a good person is. Actually, I should reframe that, because I think everybody is a good person, but it's like, what do you want to show up as in the world? And for me, if we don't know what to do, just be kind. Just lead with kindness, right? You can't go wrong with that. Exactly, Chrisanne. We are all leaders. We just may not know it at the time. I hear you, Rob, right? You hide in the back, but it's hard when you're 6'4". I hear you, friend. I hear you, friend. And I think the people that we respect, all of us respect the most, are the people that are just comfortable in their own skin, just comfortable in their own skin, just being right here, right now, just having a real conversation with you. That's what we appreciate the most. Those are the people that I lean in. Okay, let's talk about, what's really going on, right? So the 2 questions today. Who do you admire for being authentic? Exactly, Sue. The ripple effect, we affect those around us anyway. You're absolutely right, my friend. So let's see. And the second question, what is one way in which you can use this person as a role model to honor your authentic self today? And let's see. Rob says, I can look 5'9", even though I'm 6'3", hiding techniques. Right? We are all good at playing small, right? I don't have a problem anymore people seeing me as kind. I wasn't always comfortable with that. I'd rather say they saw me as mean. I stayed away. I hear you, Wanda, right? I hear you, right? That was your identity. That was your mask. That was like your power that you hid behind, right? All right. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you. Appreciate that. So let's see what you shared today from these two questions. So who do you admire for being authentic? And what is one way in which you can use this person as a role model to honor your authentic self today? So here, let me see if I can find your comments. And so please let me know if I missed anybody, but I'm doing my best to, right? So Wanda shared with me, very sweet. Svava, I admire you for being authentic. I utilize the information you have provided to model what a thriver looks like. And I'm open to trust again because you've shown me trust. Show me you trust and you believe in me. Right? Isn't that what I was saying earlier? The thing I longed for the most and the biggest thing we can give each other, right, is that I trust you. I trust you and I believe in you. It's so important, right? Because we're like, wait a minute, who is she looking at, right? Who is she trusting? Oh, me. Oh, okay. All right. How am I going to show up in the world as someone that's being trusted? Yes. I do trust you, my friend, and I do believe in you with all my heart. Beautiful. So thank you, Wanda. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, Michelle, oh, I'm sorry, my friend. Your teacher said that to you? Aw. It's in my eyes that you see it's true. Good. It made my heart sing when you said that, Wanda. That made my heart sing. Because that's it, my friend. No matter what you present me with, I'm on to you. I see the mask. Why do I see the mask? Because I've been wearing one too. I wore one for a long time. And I honor and respect it. I know why it's here. And I'm just going to hold that mirror up to you until you're ready, right, to take that mask down. And I think you're starting to, right? Like you said, you're starting to trust. You're open to trust again because you've been shown trust. Hey, Sharon, welcome, friend. Glad that you're here. So thank you, Wanda. Let's see, Michelle shares with us. She says, I have a couple. I hear you, Michelle. That's a level of, disassociating, like daydreaming. When we glaze over, right? We've checked out. So it's part of your nervous system. Something isn't connecting or engaging you or calling you in for meaningful connection, or it's out of our comfort zone, we glaze over. So sometimes it's okay, but sometimes it's good to, I wonder why it's hard for me to stay present for this conversation right here, right now, right? Good. So Michelle says, she says, I have a couple. You, Svava, of course. You are a complete inspiration, an example to all humans, not just survivors. Thank you, Michelle. The other is a friend of mine who is the head counselor at a male prison and a counseling supervisor. Both have hearts of gold, and you can't put anything past either. Neither judge you and are understanding and open. Both are full of compassion and love. She also says, well, I think that I just said is how I want to mold myself. I already take people as they are, and I give everyone a chance. I see these two people as strong, authentic, and caring. And let's see, loving, gentle women who don't take shit either. And as Trish says, you can't shit a bullshitter, right? Exactly. Yep. And Michelle, I see all of that in you too, my friend. I see all that in you. And I see a fighter in you, like that fighting spirit. Not only have you been fighting for so long, you know, for your fellow humans, right? For the people around you, your family, your loved ones. But now I'm seeing you start to put that same passion into fighting for you. And it's beautiful to see. It's beautiful. So thank you. And I'm so glad that you're here and sharing your beautiful journey with us. You check out a lot, Sharon. Yep, you're not alone, my friend. You are not alone. You are not alone. Lots of people. And again, if I refer to what I was talking about earlier, when I'm doing my classes about child sexual abuse and how to prevent it, I see a lot of checked out faces, right? I can see a lot of people that have just checked out. And I used to judge it, you know, when I started 15 years ago doing these classes, but then, right, now I know better. And I know, don't judge. We don't know what's on the other side. Maybe that's that person's best effort, right? It's like they are barely hanging on, staying in their seat, staying in the classroom. So now I just send them love and kindness and trust that they will get what they needed to get. And the rest is out of my hands, right? So thank you, Michelle. Let's see here. Chris Ann shares with us, one of my dearest and oldest friend has always been very authentic. No worries, Michelle, no worries. Chrisanne says she's not a survivor, but never shied away from me, no matter what. Also, of course, our very own Svava, the most authentic person on my journey of life. She says, thank you, Chrisanne. She says, I use all Svava and Brenda give of themselves every day to help me be more authentic. Their love, support, truth, and acceptance give me the courage and the hope and belief to continue every moment of every day. I hear you, my friend. I hear you. And it is a privilege and an honor to be your role model. So really moved by it, but I'm so grateful that you are taking that love and that kindness and applying it to you, your beautiful soul, my friend. Such big caring heart that you have. Let's see here in the chat. She says, Michelle, I'm sorry for the language. No worries, fortunate or unfortunately. Yes, exactly. I've told you guys, you guys are here in training. You just haven't figured it out yet, right? I'm training all of you to go out and do what we're doing here. I need all of you. I will be sending you that memo one day. Oh, by the way. So no worries, Michelle. You're doing a beautiful job. Yes. Try to understand. Exactly. Are we listing our heroes? Yes, and yes. Sharon says Athena, yes. Svava and Mel Robbins. Well, and my tribe, my family, beautiful. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Like I said, it's truly moves my heart that you guys see me that way. And again, it makes me very happy because, right? Then you guys are paying it forward in your own lives, first to yourselves and then to others, right? So beautiful. Thank you. Yes, that's right, Rob. You're absolutely right. So thank you, Chris-Ann, and thank you, Sharon. Let's see here. Sue shared with us. She says, I'm going for 3 people. Svava, of course, Darlene, we met, who I worked with for some time, and then and sister Sue, a Franciscan nun, and my spiritual director. All of them accept themselves just as they are with all their imperfections or quirks, as Sue calls them. Yet all of them are open to new things, to change, and to grow. And they've always completely accepted me just as I am too, even when I haven't been able to accept myself. So they've modeled for me how to accept myself just as I am, and they've always encouraged me to be open to change and to grow. Beautiful, Sue. Thank you. And I see that in you, right? You are always pushing yourself to change and to grow, and you are accepting yourself and all the quirks, right? It's been beautiful to see, my friend. Beautiful to see. Love it. I love it. Thank you. Let's see here. Brad says, hey guys, been away for a while, been dealing with some stuff. I'm still happy. It's other stuff that's bad. I hear you, my friend Brad. I'm so glad you're here, right? Life is a balancing act. Every day we get to choose, right? So, yep. Even on our best days, there's still something, right? Either from the past or coming up in the near future, or something that we maybe haven't found a complete peace with, but we still can move forward and we can still choose to focus, like in this moment right here, right now, sharing with each other, even though we're talking about some hard stuff, right? It still gives us joy. Gives me tremendous joy to be here with you guys, right? And to see the love and the support and the courageous sharing that you guys all put forth every single day. It's awe-inspiring. So even when my back is, pushing a little bit, right? So yes, Brad, I hear you, my friend. But right in this moment, we are breathing and content and joyful and grateful to be together. Oh hell, what am I kidding? I'm not happy at all. I'm fighting self. Anger is horrible. So my friend Brad, self-anger, any anger, right? It's okay to express. It's okay to get it out in some way. Remember last time we talked about hold out your hands, right? Anger is powerful energy that's like wanting to get out somewhere somehow. Also good to deep breaths and stretch your neck, kind of reorient, look around, look down and up, and look across the room. Look for some colors and some textures, right? So just giving you some things to consider while you are feeling that energy, fighting self-anger, right? I'd hate to hear that you're fighting against you. So find a way to process it so you can be kinder to yourself. Maybe write yourself a letter. Yes, I am angry. Yes, I'm upset. And, right, I still appreciate myself, right? Be mindful of how we talk to ourselves. We are often our worst critic. We've talked about that. So let's see here. So thank you again, Sue. And here is our friend Lori. And I just realized, you guys, I didn't see that you guys gave me permission to share, but I'm assuming this is okay. But if you guys don't mind to put on, when you post, put the share in there. So let's see here. Lori says with us, she says, Svava lives authentically. And she uses her truth to help others heal. That is the greatest use of turning a bad thing for good, and she is my role model. Thank you, sweet Lori. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, and again, my hope is that I inspire all of you, right, to know that, hey, if Svava can do this, I can do it, right? Right? If she can figure this out, I'm sure I can figure it out. So let's see. Sharon says, if I hold out my feet, can I use my anger as jet fuel and fly to the moon? Maybe. I haven't tried it. So let us know how it goes. And Brad says, I've always been my own worst enemy. So can we just acknowledge Brad here? He's not alone. Who else is their own worst enemy? Me. No, I get it, Brad. If that was the case and I had that kind of ability to use my anger for that, I would do deep space exploration for eternity. I love that. Now, Brad, that would be a good story. That would be a good book, right? That would be a good story. Keeping up with your guys' comments here. Exactly. Having to learn to care for ourselves, learning to be kind to ourselves, right? Often we pick up where the people that were hurting us left off, right? Sure. I'm happy to talk about that. Wanda, can you say a little more? What that means to you? And let's see. Yes, my worst critic. And Brad says, I wouldn't just go to the moon and back. I'd be sending postcards from wherever. Yes. Infinity and beyond. There you go, my friends. That's us. That's us. So let me see here. Our friend Rob, Bobby Turner, shared, after the boss herself, take a bow, Svava. Thank you. I have to honor the unique Norman, aka the foul-mouthed Buddha. His form of authentic is inspiring, and he has picked me up and taken me out while my car is off the road and raised my spirits. I can use his suffer no fools, fiercely protective, deep thinking compassion to understand that it's okay to set boundaries and advise those who don't respect them to F off, right? I would love to meet Norman. I hope you tell him we are all eager to meet him one day, and would all love to tell him how much we appreciate him for being there for you, my friend. So that is sweet. I can just hear the two of you together. I can just hear it. So thank you guys. So thank you all for sharing. Thank you. And Donna, keep up the good work. You're at the gym watching and listening. Glad that you're here with us. Rob says he has been told and swear he blushed. Aw, good. That's awesome. Makes me happy to know you have someone there in your corner. Yes, Sue wants to come meet him. That's awesome. Well, thank you, my friends. Those were your beautiful shares from today, from today's questions around, right? Looking for ways to become more of our authentic self. And so I want to ask another question. Has it been helpful, right? Are you guys mindful of, modeling the person that you look up to, or, what behaviors or what personality trait or what do they do that you have seen yourself in, or you would like to, practice or to become? Does that make any sense? So I would love to hear from you guys. Do you see yourself actively go after that? Remember, because we have choices. Every day we have two choices. If we aren't actively choosing what we want, right, we naturally fall back into our old patterns, our old way of being. So I know, Wanda, you asked me to comment on some nighttime triggers. I'm happy to do that, but I just want to plant a seed here for you guys to think about it. As an example for you guys, I've shared this with you guys probably before, was that one of my deep qualities that I wanted to kind of model, and my deep values, that as I was assessing where my values or fears came from and how they were running my life, I had to be very intentional about shifting them, right? Because I wanted my authentic self to be showing up in the world. And so I knew in my heart of hearts that I was a very kind and loving, supportive person. But that's a part of me that I hid for a long time, right? Because being that, I was, you had to be vulnerable. And I don't want anything to do with vulnerability, right? So I wanted to start to live out of, what does it look like to be a kind person? What does a kind person say? What does a kind person write? What does a kind person do? What kind of interactions does a kind person have, right? So I really kind of dove into it, and I've shared with you guys. Thank you. I love that, Wanda. Yes, Michelle, vulnerability, right? But then in my email, in my greeting, or when I end my emails, I started writing, kindly, and then my name. And it felt really awkward and uncomfortable in the beginning when I started to do it, because I'm like, that's awkward. I should say respectfully or sincerely or whatever. But I really wanted something that was meaningful to me. And so I started replying all my emails with that kindly Svava, right? So I was very intentional about that. And over time, like, yeah, I am kind. Like, I embody kindness. I know that about myself, right? I can't help myself but be kind, even though I resisted it for a long time. So does that make sense? So really take this on in some way. Like, again, not just we're just writing it down, but really how can you embody this, that you bring it into your life? So I really love what Wanda said here. She says, I find myself placing my hand on my heart when I think of certain people. I can hear you say certain things sometimes when things are hard. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I've heard from a few of you guys, right? You say, because I say my friend a lot. I carry you a lot in my head and feel your support. Carry you a lot. Yes. Carry the whole group. Exactly. Good. Good. Right? So again, is to choose something you are choosing to live out of. You are choosing to be intentional and focus and create in your life. Because if you can think it, you can create it, right? I wanted to be kind. I kind of had an idea what kindness looked like. I reflected on my grandmother a lot, who was the kindest person I knew. Around me growing up. She was definitely like loving and kind and present with me. And so I would go back to that, but I still was very uncertain how I would show up as that person. But the more I started declaring it, the more that started showing up here around me. So I'm inviting you, right, as you are deciding who is and what is my authentic self. How does my authentic self show up in the world? So Michelle says, yes, I carry you all in my heart, beautiful people. I love that. Your voices become a counterpoint to my self-critic. Beautiful, beautiful. I love that. And there is always little Svava on my shoulder and in my heart. Beautiful. Beautiful, Chrisanne. I love it. I love it. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that, my friends. Yes, I was going to scroll up. And so let's see, we have a little bit of time here. So let's talk about evening triggers. I saw you guys already commented on Wanda's suggestion here. So nightmares that I don't remember, you don't understand, just not comfortable at the whole night, every night. Yep. Nights have been tough. Very interesting night triggers. And again, I can relate, and just to share, right? It's like I was a night owl. I told myself I'm a night owl. I just like to stay up late, right? And then I really started thinking about why is it that I would rather stay up all night long, right? I didn't like going to sleep, and I was like, why? For me, it was never safe to go to sleep. I always had to be on guard, right? So I would usually stay up until I was exhausted. I would just pass out, right? So at night, right? Exactly. When we are kind of alone with ourselves again, right? We often then feel that sadness, right? We feel that loneliness. We fear that we are alone, and we were alone, so many of us, for a long time. So I don't know what you guys have found helpful is to create an evening routine that helps you to ease into the evening, right? Find something that is soothing for you, calming for your mind and calming for your body, and even talk to your little girl, right? If you have not gotten yourself a stuffed animal, or a doll that represents you, maybe get yourself one, and at night, sleep with her, snuggle with her. So you create a new dialogue or not a dialogue, a new experience, because you were alone, and she's in there, and she is the one who is reminded of that uncertainty and fear. But now that you're with her, you can snuggle with her and remind her you are here now, and you're going to keep her safe. You're going to keep her safe, right? And you're going to work with the body who remembers and goes, automatically into this tense state of mind and being, right? So that's could be, very helpful. And I've shared with you guys, when I move, right? That's when my inner child, my little girl, gets really nervous. And that's usually when I will snuggle with her. My husband knows, right? He doesn't think it's weird or crazy anymore. So I snuggle with her just to let her know I'm not leaving you behind. You are going with me. It's going to be okay. I'm the adult now. I'm not going to let anything happen to you. So that would be a suggestion, from me to you guys to maybe give it a try. Give it a try and find yourself some routine that would help you to calm down. Meaning like go into your evening or into bed, create a ritual that feels safe and comforting and soothing even for you. Let's see. Rob says, I was up late. Yes. And Brad says, it's funny. I'm seeing you guys' interaction here. So let's see here. And Sue says, yes, hugging my bear at night really helps me to feel, when I feel bad, I feel like I'm being hugged and kept safe, which I am. Again, yes. So just like we talk about, helping our inner child safely express their feelings about dealing with the adult world, the same thing happens at night, right? Oh, Chris-Ann. Hey, Chris-Ann. We're with you, my friend. I'm so sorry that you're having trouble. I hear you, my friend. I see you. I feel you. Remember, your brain does not remember if it's happening now or if it's happened in the past. So in your most gentle voice, if you can whisper to your body, it's okay, sweet body. It's okay, sweet body. It's okay, sweet body. It is overwhelming, but we are here, we are here, we are here. I'm taking a couple of deep breaths for you. We are with you, my friend. And I don't know if you can pinch the tip of your fingers. Just quietly come into your body. Or remember, do some butterfly tapping. And also the suggestion that I gave earlier around stretching your neck and reorienting helps a lot. If you start looking around your room, move your neck. Look around for colors and textures around you. And feel the fabric, the clothing you're wearing. And just everybody here on the call, just drop into your heart and just from your hearts, just send some loving energy to Chris-Anne. You're not alone, my friend. And if you need to stand up, I don't know if you have any essential oils around, or can go wash your hands. We are here, we are here, we are here with you, my friend. Don't mean to put you on the spot, but if you can let one of us know if you're okay, my friend, or if you want to check in privately. One breath at a time, one inhale and one exhale. But thank you, my friend, for being honest with us, for letting us know where you're at. Thank you, Chris-Anne. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my friend. But also, we believe in you. We know this too will pass, right? We believe in you, my friend, right? And sometimes, right, when we get stirred up, right, we get stirred up because there is a truth in there. There's something that is asking for our attention. It's something that's asking to be validated and to be heard. But our brain, our amygdala, that part of our brain who doesn't understand if it's happening now or if it's happening in the past, will bring back the wave of, or the surge of energy through your nervous system that makes your body respond as if you're right here, right now. Something needs to be done, right? So the best we can do is to try to ground ourselves, ground yourself in this present moment. So exactly. So Chris-Anne, I hope you're seeing the beautiful words that are being shared here in the chat with you. You are definitely incredibly kind and loving and supportive, and you give so much, my friend. You give so much. And we are sending you love to hold and support you, because I'm sure right now you're being called to hold and support your inner child. So yes, yes, yes. So I also pulled the card for us today. I think we've gotten this one before, but it's always right. This one is good every day, but one day she woke up and started to count her or his blessings, right? That's what we can do every day. Gratitude, the fastest path to joy, fastest way to bring about joy, right? And I'm counting all of you here, right? There's 11 of us here, at least here in the live stream, and a handful of people here on Periscope. I'm counting each and every one of you as my blessing, right? And I know you are here to bless and lift and support each other. So thank you for doing that today and every day. Again, I so appreciated your authentic sharing and all the love that you guys were sharing with me. I appreciate it and feel so glad that I get to be here and share my heart with you guys. So really makes my heart sing to be here with you guys. So let's see, this week I'll be here tomorrow. I will not be here on Wednesday. I'm attending an all-day class and should be here Thursday and Friday. And just a heads up, if I ever do not show up when I say that I'm going to be here, chances are I've decided last minute, right? I think it was Friday. I'm like, okay, I need a self-care day. So that's what happens if I don't show up. So anyways, yes. Brad asked, do you ever feel like you need to be together yourself before you can help others together? Or is it just a bond, like a chemical bond that just brings us all together? Let's see, I need to reread that here. You're welcome, Rob. And let's see here. I may not bring us all together, but it takes multiple ingredients. Well, exactly. That's it, Brad. I have found that, it's always perfect. We always are bringing the perfect group, the perfect dynamic, the perfect, ingredient to facilitate the support, the love, the community, the harmony that we are seeking, that we, all of us here, this is a co-creation, right? Each of your unique hearts and spirit are contributing to us sharing, this journey together. So, because we're all learning from each other. We are all learning from each other. So, well, thank you, my friends. Again, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your courageous, vulnerable hearts. Love and adore you all. And I will see you guys again here tomorrow. All right, same time, same place. Remember, please, if this was useful to you, please give me a thumbs up, right? That's the currency for YouTube. Do a like, and if you are inspired and want to give me a one sentence or something that inspired you, was your takeaway from today, please post it in the comments below. That all helps to get the word out, right? So much love to you all. I'm loving all the emojis and the hearts. Appreciate it. And that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good evening, everybody. Bye, guys.